Your journey. Yes.
Hey, what up, family? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Everybody there?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Welcome, y'all.
How are you?
It's good. How are y'all?
Doing good.
Good. I was so confident that some folks won yesterday. I didn't even ask. I've seen that sometimes. Yeah, I see my screen. Let me pull it out here. Added a few things to make it a little simpler to and what we're doing, like how these wins come about. Let me put it on here. So the at the very top, this is the game results screen. So this is RBTL, the RBTL screen. Y'all have seen this before. And then this is the game results screen. It's just a smaller it's like another snapshot of how you could view the data. Um, I had some technical issues earlier this week too, y'all. I made a couple of updates to increase performance, and I should have let you guys know that I was doing that. So apologies. I think what I'm going to do further, after thinking about this, is create a backup site. So one will still be functional, and then when changes are made, I'll let y'all know because y'all didn't know. So Um, so let me show you. This is on pick five. Let me show you this. This was yesterday, the 13th. Did anybody win yesterday? Y'all play yesterday? No one played yesterday? Oh, it's silent. Is my mic working? My mic working?
Yes, we can hear you. No, I didn't play yesterday.
Okay. Of course, when you see it this way, it's always going to look really simple. Let me show you this. I was like, oh, I know somebody won this. Y'all see my screen? You see the midday here? Y'all see that? The digits that are showing are 6, 6, and 7. And middays that came out that produced that were Maryland and Virginia. And it led to this yesterday. Let me show, let me see if I could share. Bring this up here. was the winning number yesterday, and I'll share the screen. I see my screen. You see the winning number right there, 06679. That was yesterday. I see the winning number here, 06679. Wow, it's really silent, quiet. Let's see how we got that. Y'all know how that happened.
Hey, well, I'm just coming in late, so I'm just listening and catching up.
Okay, I was going through. I thought somebody had won yesterday. Actually, it was a lot of easy pickings yesterday. Even if I didn't use just this double, if I put this on singles, y'all know how we always just sort of go off of whatever the midday is. You see how this was a 579 for midday. Here was a 579 for midday. You see how the 579 came in the evening.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I was just shown that was just another one. I think this 134 was also in play. Let's see, there was this 134 from Germany, and there's another 34, but these two were sort of off to themselves. There was only one midday, but I created the 134. But up here is usually where I look if if there's two in the midday, it's what's going to be showing up in your evening. Like 158. Let's see, there was a 158 here. And there's a 158. And then this was Louisiana. So what this was like yesterday was this. Put this back on midday. This is what it would have looked like yesterday. These were your top digits yesterday.
Yep. Do you not use the not set anymore?
That's time to go back to work. I gotta go make your money for your robot.
I do use that.
Yeah. For me, weekend is Thursday and Friday. I work on Sunday. I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I'm cracking
You
up.
won? Did you win?
No, I think somebody was just on their phone or talking, and they don't know they're not on mute.
Yeah, I use the not set still.
Okay.
That would have made a difference. You see, with this right here, the only reason the only reason I sort of held it out was because the wind came in Louisiana. So, but I mean, y'all could see it. This was hanging out there. If I took it off, you'll see the list. These were all winners yesterday. Yeah, all these. Maybe everybody just didn't collectively bet yesterday. Damn. And I'm still working on getting this list even smaller. Just so y'all know, I'm still working. It's I don't know. I still feel like I'm sort of like Dr. Frankenstein in the lab doing this. But what I was really hoping that you guys could see, and I'll put this on all.
This is crazy.
I think y'all have seen this
Where's my
before.
shredders?
When they're all there, you can just click on one and see immediately where it came from. So if I order this, right, when I click on this Georgia, you're gonna see the midday that's responsible for it. I put it on 3D PAP. So this is what I was just saying on the other screen. You see how the Maryland, this is midday, and this is midday. You see how the Maryland led to this win here? Y'all see that? This Georgia evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if I do even this, well, we just saw that, but I think Florida was similar. This was midday. This was a midday, and then Florida was here. I didn't play this Florida. But I'm showing you all that so you'll see how it works. Everyone clear on how it works? Still, like where these numbers are coming from. You had a 579 right here for midday. You had a 579 for here.
For evening in Georgia.
Baby, you okay? Okay. I need a cheese. I know. I need a shredder so I can make the mac and cheese. You want mac and cheese tonight? No? Where you work? You want a burger? Okay, can we eat burgers tomorrow? Yes, we can have burgers tomorrow, okay? We're not gonna eat burgers tonight. We can have them tomorrow, okay? You hear me? We can eat burgers tomorrow, okay? Burgers with ketchup and cheese, okay? And no mayo. No mayo. Just ketchup and cheese.
I don't know what happened.
Journey, Juju's upstairs.
Y'all see my screen?
Anything, okay?
Y'all still there?
I'm coming right back. I'm going to the store. I'm coming right back.
Y'all still
Yes.
there? Can y'all? Yeah, it seems like there's internet difficulty or something. I don't know what happened. There was some internet difficulty.
You had a Lunchable already.
Okay.
No, I'm not buying another Lunchable.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to show you was even with this win yesterday, if
Right back, okay?
I go back to it, you see how this number came out 45 days ago. It came out yesterday, but it also came out 45 days ago. Like yesterday, this was the win, but before that, this was the win. So in that setup,
Okay.
no, we always looking at how can you get the list lower by here, let me see if I can refresh this. Wait, what is going on? Did I lose internet again?
Yep, looked like it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What is happening here? Hold on, y'all. This is very weird. Really weird. My internet is gone. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So if y'all can hear me, that means I have internet. But for some weird reason, hold on here. I had a internet issue last week, and maybe a couple of weeks before that. And I think this is teaching me something. Whatever I have as my internet setup doesn't appear to be stable, and I always believe like life gives you a warning before you have to act, or whatever you think is gonna happen, and it's not gonna be cool. So I need to fix this. This has happened too many times for me to ignore it. All right, so back to yesterday. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
What I was communicating was this midday yesterday. I'm gonna leave it just like this. I'm not gonna put in not set, just to show you that these were the top digits. These were the top digits yesterday. And I had even done this yesterday just to isolate that. So if this was my top digit yesterday, take out all this right here. You see how small this list gets? And I didn't even have to do any of this over here yesterday, right? And now what I'm going to do now is going to show, it's going to make it appear like this was just, um, how can I say, recent? And it was. So when I go like within days, when I go up one or two, you see this popped out for two reasons. One, this was the winner today, and this was the winner yesterday. The reason it's populating, we're looking at just 667. The reason you're seeing this was yesterday's win, the win I was just talking about, and this was also yesterday's win and today's win. That's why this popped up, and this is also more recent too. But if I had put this at, you saw it was like 45, this would have been the list of numbers I would have needed to play. I could have gotten it a lot smaller. And how I know that is by looking over here at this screen here. So when I put this on all, I'll do it again. You'll see this LTS2 column. If I do it high to low, you'll see this was the win. Here, if I sort it, this was the win yesterday, but it was only 45 days ago that this. I'll see. You see my screen,
Uh-huh.
and then I think we had another one. Um, 5-7. Yeah, this 5-7-9. This one was 82 days ago that this number had come out, and then I think DC. I don't think that one was showing like there was something there. Hmm. I think the 042 was in play. Anyway, I didn't play that one. What I'm saying is when you guys are reducing this number, consider this one here too, and also consider like these guys too. You could put a range in here and it still would work. So if I go over here and I'm gonna put this on midday one more time. just to show you how this could be reduced. This was the list, remember? And 667 was the trending digit. I could have done something like this, 30 through 55. I didn't really reduce it that much, but the winning number is in there still too. I think the better way was this. Now that I'm looking at this, yeah, it clearly was within days. Was the better list. Y'all have questions about that? All right. Let me share something else. Because I have been looking at this um, and trying to get a better handle on this too.
So how do you know which numbers to play, like the 3D AP?
On this, you want me to go back here, share you this? All right, I'll walk through it again. So the first thing we always do is we get the midday draw, right?
Okay.
Anybody doesn't know me, hear me say that before? I think I've said it a lot. I always get the midday draw. I never just play midday without knowing what came out on the midday. So this is what midday would have looked like minus Germany. But even if I add the Germany, it's going to show you the Louisiana draw. But even if I added Germany just to include that in there, right? Um, these are the midday draws right here. And what we've already proven is that at least three digits that we have highlighted here are going to be in the next evening draw. If you want me to explain that, I'll do that later. But we see what the top digits are right here. You see this?
Yes.
These are all the top digits right here. And what I saw yesterday was the one that was also trending happened to be a double, which was this. If I use this is now my list minus past winners. And what I was saying, if I had reduced this even further by using within days, I could have gotten this list even smaller. I did end up taking off some of this, like some of the. I think I got this down to like 44. Like I knew some of these were not gonna come in. I just knew it, and because this was a double here, I even took off this S because I was like, "There's no. I know I'm not working. I don't need any doubles." So I had it. It was a really small list. You see the winning numbers in there. And so we just played the next four draws for the evening, which is Pennsylvania, Georgia, Ohio, and DC. And this happened to be the Georgia win yesterday. So that's how we do it.
Okay.
I think we've been doing that for a while now. And in addition to this being the top digit, there were other top digits. If I didn't use this D by itself, there are other top digits like this 579, this 789. These are all top digits that repeated the the next draw for the evening draw.
Okay.
So the play is you always look at your midday first. You don't just play blindly, right? You don't just like we don't guess. We use the midday draw to predict the evening draw, and I mean we've shown multiple times why that works. And what we've been doing lately is trying to reduce the list. Here's what I've seen. I've cashed out a couple times already this month, but I think what I should have done is just left it in there and just went to play the bigger numbers because it would have won it. Like I think I've proven it enough. Even if I would have bet, like if I show you guys this here, I'm gonna go back to the 13 and share. even if I had just done this here, and I always go back to my trusty screen. Put that there, just like that, something like that. Even if I would have like, I could have reduced it. It was like 44 or something like I had. But let's say I didn't reduce it, and I go back over here to my printer screen here. See, I had this in here already, but I'm gonna take it out and just use this. Let me see if this works. Yeah, this is how much it would have cost to win yesterday, and this would have been all four states. You see that? It would have cost 2225, and I would have won Georgia, but I would have got the straight win in there.
Oh, okay.
So I this to me, this isn't a bad trade off. I spend 2,000, and I know everybody doesn't have that. You could actually make this smaller, this list smaller. But the point is, if you want the big this this double list of numbers is how you would get that. This the winning number was in here. It's 2,225, but the winning number was in here. And it was in there, and that's just with a double number. And I think I showed y'all the last time. Let me go back to this again. Let me make sure. I think I drive this home. Results and share this screen. So yesterday, right, just double numbers. I added this new tool here, y'all, just so you could see what the double numbers are doing. So everything you see highlighted here, D, DD, T, TD, QF. If I just put all the triads on there, you'll see exactly how this midday, exactly what I was talking about. This 667, you see the midday, evening for Georgia,
Okay.
right? And if I did the same thing, this was yesterday, right? So let me show you the 12th. Now this one was a little different. This didn't have actually yes it did. I take that back. Let me show this one first. You see how you had midday, evening. You see it? Midday, winter. So these two produce this win here too. So if I go back to this screen here, well, not that one, but this one, and I put it on the 12th, this is midday, right? Y'all have seen this before. This is midday. This was the 12th. If I go back to the top digits, you see the 466. You see the 466. So if I did that you do, the winning number is in here. So the same thing I did yesterday, if I would have done it for the 12th, the winning number was in here. Right? Y'all see my screen, right? The 12th. Right? So if I go back over here to my printer and ask how much would that cost? This was the 13th. This was the 12th. How much is that gonna cost? 22.5 again. I would have had the straight. I would have won. Like, see, this when it's on a dollar like that, that means all four states, which would have been Ohio, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and DC. And you see here from this screen, winning draw would have won. So that's 2 days. Let's go back to the 11th and see what would have happened. You see it? Maryland, midday. Georgia, midday. Ohio, evening. So y'all seeing a pattern already? the two middays are giving you the win for the next day. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Like you guys see what I'm doing? So if I go back over here, so we did the 13th, right?
Right.
You see the top digit, 667. I showed you how that one would have won. Then we did the 12th. This one isn't going to be 667, but it's going to be 466. And I showed you how that would have won. If I do the 11th, it's not going to be 446. It's going to be 779. But I showed you how that would have won, right? So here it is again. Midday, evening, produce the win. Midday, evening, produce the win. That's 3 days I just showed you the same strategy. Let's do the 10th. This one didn't happen. So this is one day where it's like, something else. That one didn't happen.
What is the triads again?
It's 3 digits, but I think I was communicating. Triad is just me saying, give me the partial digits of the 5 digits, the three partial digits that have trended. So this screen here, when all of these are highlighted, this is everything. But the reason I added it was to show you that these I guess you can call them doubles. If I just look at everything that's a double, because I took it off the S, you'll see that the only thing in here are doubles. See, everything in here is double. Tenth didn't produce anything. The ninth, let's see, did it? Nope. The ninth didn't produce anything. Doesn't appear to have. Let's do the eighth. The eighth didn't produce anything.
I know. Papa.
At least for
Come on, baby.
doubles,
Your car
right?
tears. Your car tears. Come on.
The sixth. Let's look at that. Nope, not on that either. I know when it did because I won this one. Yeah, this one. This one was really good for me. Remember, midday, evening win. See, midday, evening win. Y'all understand what's happening?
What screen is this? How do you get this screen on the software?
This is you have RBTL, which is this screen here,
You're welcome, baby.
right? This is
Right.
RBTL screen, and this is the game results screen. I just added this right here, which y'all see here. This was just added recently, and I added it so you could see, just like to like sort of
Journey,
visually
be quiet,
see
please.
what
We're
how
not
the
trying to be
data is
Disney
trending.
princess
So
stuff.
even if I mean, so when you see it, the one of the first thoughts is like, damn, why didn't I do
Them
was I doing this
bricks
before?
smell
Don't worry about that. It
amazing.
always it happens
You said
regularly
what?
enough where you can do it the next time.
No.
So for example, I think we talked about this. See, this was the first. This was January 1st, right? But you see it again.
I
Midday,
dissected a big
evening
granny.
win. Evening win.
You said what?
Y'all got it?
You got it.
You said what?
Yeah, I got it. This is great.
I'm 100%
That's this was
sure
the
it is good.
first.
Oh
Let's look
my
at the second.
god! That shit, yeah. Oh,
Now this one I
I
have
knew
it
was gonna
on
cook it good. Mm.
I have it on single,
This boy
not
asked me,
doubles.
did I
Let me
talk
put it
to
on doubles and
anybody?
see what would have happened.
And then he said, Art, fuck it.
This
Like
one would have been
bullshit.
a little bit of a, well, actually no, I take that back.
Where the fuck you put
This
this
one
shit?
was a win.
Oh, that's not shit. It's
Midday, evening
shit.
win.
Right. I see the 133 in all of them.
Okay, there we go.
It's a 113.
Why are you inking?
One, one, three.
Midday, midday, evening win.
Babe, my
So I
phone
think
is on
I think
7% and
if I
I'm
were
gonna
to,
text the kids.
so let's see, we're in the 14th day.
All right, I love you.
I think this has happened at least what
Stop. I don't.
7 times. I just showed
Don't
y'all,
say two. Don't say two, cause then you're agreeing
right?
with me. Just
It
say I love
happened
you.
here, right? This is one.
I love you.
See, midday, evening win. That's one time, right? And what makes this even better? This is why I'm showing you this. Some of these are not just doubles. Some of these are triples or even like quads. But that's why I think this strategy is even cooler if I put it back on here, right? So remember, this was the first, right? Just this is the screen here. You don't even have to mess with this part. This is the 588, right? Select all of that. Dedupe. This is your list right here. I can exclude past winners, but I know the winning number is in here already. This is probably one of the smaller lists that we've ever seen. Even if you didn't play, even if you didn't go for the 22.5, if I should go back on this screen, this is how much it would have cost you, like just one state right there, right? You would have. This is for all four states, is what I'm saying. It would have cost you $53 four states, but you would have won. You would have been ROI positive. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. This is great. It's good to see. It's like easy to see when you're doing it. So
Right,
I'll be a little more confident whenever I do it.
right, right. Yeah, that's why I think that was a good thing to share. Oh, what's her name? Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, that's that. Yeah. So, the purpose of me showing y'all that is to, one, so you could see exactly what the data is doing. This was the first. I think let's do the second one. Yeah, I think I did this one. I think this one, let's see this 119. Yeah, this one, you could have gotten it from this one here too. Midday, evening win. That one was easy. Wow. Let's do the third. Man, this one looks easy too. This one, not so much. There was a 566 that was just in midday. Let's see this one. This one definitely midday, evening win. Y'all see that? Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
So I don't know how many times I just did that for different states, but I think it was at least 7 times, probably more. And if y'all are logged in, you could do it too. Just take it off of this S, right? Because we know singles are gonna be like more money. Take it off the S and leave it on all these D's and stuff over here, and then you'll see it. Midday, evening win. Now this one was a DD, so you would have had to leave it on there. But you see what I mean? If I go back over here, see, just leave all of this. This isn't going to do anything, but leave all of this over here, and you get the DDs and everything like that over here too. And I think one of the reasons that made me even think about that was there was a a, a draw that came out with a quad or something, and I never play that because I'm always like, I know this isn't gonna come out. daggone thing came out. I'm like, God damn! Like, why didn't I win that? I always feel like if I didn't win it, I wasn't thinking right. So here, let me find it. It was this one. Yeah, on the 11th, this came out. See, on the 11th, this came out, right? But if I put this back on, if I put this on the 11th to see what happened, right? I'm going to take it off the quad temporarily. I do see it was an evening win. But if I look at all the triads, right, it basically told me, well, this Germany, even though you didn't look at the doubles for Germany, this Germany, if had you would have picked this up. It wasn't two of them. That's why I ignored it. But then I was like, man, should I have ignored it? Should I have just looked at all the doubles, right? So if I had this on, here, in fact, I'll go back over here. This was the 11th. This may or may not come up because it's probably not under top digits. Let me put it back on midday and even the German one here. Even though it didn't come up as a top digit, right? I still could have seen that there was a top digit in here. Like this was the top digit. So if I had just looked at all doubles, I probably would have gotten it somehow. It wasn't a top digit. This doesn't break it out by top digits. This one does. If I left it like this, oh, see, I don't even have it. It only appeared one time. If it appears twice, you're gonna get it. So I missed that one. I feel like I should have done something to get that win. But I think I showed y'all enough of the double to focus on that. Right? I think I shared. Anybody want to see that again? Everybody has access to this part of the screen. Any results? This part here.
Yeah,
Take it off. Take this single off. So all you'll see is double. So just for today, you see this 266 today. You see this 366 today. So here's the thing. If anything that's 266 or 366 comes out in the evening draw, right? Everybody's on this call. If anything 266 or 366 comes out and you don't win it, I don't know what to say anymore. Because it would be exactly like this. Something like this, right? Top digits, you're going to see the same thing because it's only, it's not, the evening draws haven't happened yet. So just like that, it's probably going to be yeah, I knew it was going to double it because you have two digits in there like that. I normally don't mess with any of this here. It's gonna cost. I'll go back over here to my trusty Turner tools. Probably gonna double this. Like 4,000, I bet. Yeah, 4,190. See, I don't know how I feel about that. But here's an idea, because I was thinking about this yesterday. I was tracking these. Let me see. So this is what happened yesterday, or like within a day. You see the 266 and the 366 here too. Yeah, see these all, anytime you see this highlighted, it means these numbers have come out.
We only see your checkout page. There we go. Perfect.
So this was the 266 and 366, but these numbers, let me see, exclude past winners. These numbers are ones that came out recently. So if I put this at 45, this would be the list, like we saw with yesterday. Here, let me do that one over. This is what came out yesterday. Let me let it refresh. Midday. We always start with midday, y'all. I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna not put the not set in there just because I know what happened. It's still not gonna change what the top digit was. See, this was the top digit. And when I dedupe all this, this is what's left over. I don't have to touch any of this, like I was saying earlier. But some of these you may or may not have to, depending on what the digit was. But where I was going with that, this was the winning number yesterday. And if you look at let me put this on all.
You guys.
I think I said this at the beginning.
Hello. Hello.
The winning number was within 45 days. So this LTS, this LTS means last time seen, right? So the reason you see a 1 is because this was the last time you saw this was a day ago. This is always in days. So the one, this was a day ago. Now you see a 0 here because this just happened today. It's showing yesterday the 13th, right? But this number came out today again, which I thought was, wow, okay, I see what you're doing, lottery. But if you want to see what happened before yesterday or the last time the number one, then you look at this screen. So I saw that the winning number was 45 days. The winning number that I showed you from the 667, it was within 45 days. You see, y'all see my screen? And then the last time it was 130 days. So I could have narrowed this down or broke it up. I could have partially just went with what I had. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking and I'm not showing. If I had done this, y'all already know it was 45 days, so we're just gonna leave it at that, just to show you that, right? Right? Y'all already know it was 45 days, right? The winning number isn't in here, not yet, but this is the list. So if you're trying to figure out what to play, okay, so exclude these. What I'm saying in here, all these numbers have like a LTS, like when was the last time this number appeared? And what I'm saying, had I put this at 40, it's going to show more than that now, but it was in there. You see how much smaller your list would have been?
Yeah. What's the range? Sorry, what's the range that you usually like to use with the LTS? Because I feel like the number is very pretty wide.
It does. I usually try to go like at least a month or 2 months. If I put this on 60, it still would have been
okay.
Still could have done that. But this by itself is manageable. You still would have had the win just like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think this is like the perfect setup. So like for today, right? If I go back and just let's look at everything for today. I'm gonna put this on all because no evening draws have happened yet. And there's 2 top digits in here. These guys. Right? So I select all that, do that. I got 100 of these. That brings it down a little bit. But if you wanted to, let's see, 60 days out, this is what the list would be. Y'all see my screen?
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
And that's very manageable. But sometimes if you just want to get it, that's that's still manageable because y'all know these are all double numbers here, doubles or doubles in there. So it's not going to be like 120 times. It's going to be half, like almost half what you would normally play because these are doubles and doubles and some triples are in there too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this would be a good list to
Yeah.
possibly combo if you could.
Because you know better.
There's no there. I'm telling you. I mean, if y'all go back and if y'all can do this back testing, there's no way you won't win. Like it just. I mean, y'all saw what I. If for those who joined the call,
That's enough.
if
You're
you
not
go
eating
back
the whole
over
pack. I
here,
told you that.
there's no way you won't get this win. This was the only double. I take this off. This was the only. This was the only midday double like that yesterday. Bam, bam. Evening win. See, even if I put this on 889, see you had a midday, right? And that technically you could have gone with this. It just would have taken you. You would have had to spend. Well, here let me think about that. What you could have done. So we know 889 was a double number, right? So if we went back over here yesterday, right? This is what we could have done. We
Jerry,
got
is the
the
TV on?
let me go back over here.
Is the TV on?
Let me go back over here and show you. Put it on like this. It's not showing as a top well, it's showing here as a top digit because it matched already. But let's say you were still on midday, right? Because it's in there. We just didn't use, or I didn't use it. And I think it was this Georgia one. So if I had done this, you duped it, and then put in 889, this was the list. It's showing 55, but when I do exclude past winners, it's gonna make this 54, right? This was the list, and the winning number was. Let me go back over here and see. Hold on. The winning number was um, 34889. The winning number was 34889. Now this is gonna show. This what the winning number was. But if I go back and show all, you'll see based on what I was just telling you about how you could use LTS. You'll see this one was within 30 days. See, this was the winning number. Can you see it here? The LTS 22.
Yeah, I see that.
So that could have been something too.
This
So it
seems to
would
be.
have bad.
Oh, this seems to be better than some 3.0. Yeah.
No, you're still using 3D AP. You're just narrowing it down to the pairs. You're still using 3D
Journey,
AP.
stop the whining, yo.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're still using it. It's just you're just looking at the ones from that are just doubles. That's why when I highlight this, the winning number is in here. See, you see me do this. This was yesterday, right? When I
Right.
take it off this, it's when I hide. You see what I have it on 3D PAP.
Right.
See, it's the winning number is in here. You already know that. It's just when you add the top digit, it gets narrowed down even more.
Okay.
Yeah, you still using it. So yeah, I think I showed this one. This one, this is exactly what I did. What I yeah, this is exactly what I did on the fifth. I think I had a little more in there. I think I just really honestly, this is all I did, and I left it on here. I remember when I took it off, it was 11 triples. That's why when I take all this off, you're gonna see a count of 11. Well, it was lower than that. It was actually low. It was actually 11 is what I used. Yeah, but this was the winning number on the fifth. So
What?
that makes sense. I think everybody on the call, y'all understand what I did.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody posted a win on one of the group sites I have on Facebook. I don't know if that was anybody on this call, but man, anything you post on the site as a win, you have to show how you did it. I mean, even if it just makes sense to you, show how you did it. But the difference with what I do, or I feel that's useful, we just go off what the data is doing, and we show that we're consistent. What I think I would hope that everybody on the call saw consistently what I did and how that would have produced a win. Like no, no, I'm not showing anybody any smoke and mirrors. I'm just saying, hey, this is what the numbers did, and we played off of that. We don't play midday, we play evening. We get the double numbers. I mean, so if you were telling it to somebody, and it was like, man, how is he doing that? He looks at the midday drawing, right? He gets the double numbers from that. His software prints out every possible combination of that number, and then he dedupes it, excludes past winners, and then he just plays that. I think that was under 30 seconds explaining that.
Well, you're talking about that guy on Facebook that put a win of 22K, right?
I'm not playing with you.
Right.
Yeah, that was straight manure there.
Yeah.
Well, that's a scam. I seen that.
Who you talking to?
Yeah.
Who you talking to?
So, I mean, anybody who, I think we getting there, man. I think I do. I'm trying to like make this tool a lot more user friendly. I'm trying to improve in performance, and I don't run any ads or anything, so it's really like word of mouth, y'all, of how it gets out. And again, I know everybody doesn't play every day, but I think even with this last strategy, just focusing on the doubles, man, somebody has to win next week besides me. Because I think that's the only way it becomes real, like the social proof of it. And again, we're going on the second week now. I know I've won, a few times already. And I think maybe some other folks have won. It's only when we all collectively start doing the same thing, you see the consistency that people are going to be like, hey, wait a minute, he's not charging us for numbers. He's not even giving us a list of numbers. That's the stuff I feel like I'm fighting against. That mindset, like, this is like everybody else.
I've been focusing on triplets and quads. Play a lot less, but they pay out a lot more. But I think I might just shift my focus towards doubles.
Yeah, look at this. Go if you want, just back test it exactly like I was doing here, man. Take off this single and just look at the, like, just start picking them. Just the first. Remember, I was showing you this. There it is right there. Midday, 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 evening win. Simple, man. Simple.
Well, I do have a question. When I email them to myself now, they're not they don't go from lowest number to highest number. Kind of messes with my eyes a little bit. What can I do to get that back to where it used to be?
From the lowest to the highest. You mean like in terms of sum?
Yeah.
Sum?
No, just the digits themselves. So they used to come in starting from 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and whatnot.
Okay.
Now it's just mixed, and it's kind of messing with my eyes.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Doesn't
a lot
happen
harder
all
now.
the time, so I don't know. Yeah.
I can put that back.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Make low to high. Yeah. Let's see what else. There's another algorithm I'm thinking about too, y'all. Just so y'all probably see it coming up. It's going to be called 24, 23, and 25. And the reason is because these guys just always show up. So if I put it on this month, right? I think you'll see here. Here's 24, no surprise. Here's 23, no surprise. It's going to be like whatever the top ones are. So it looks like 20 is in play here too. Let me put 25 just to show y'all. You see how these always just come out? Like y'all see the 14th, here's 113.
Yeah.
Here's 12. Here's 11.
It's a given, they'll always fall.
Yeah. There's a Maryland in there. I'm still working on getting access to that environment. But look at on the 9th. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, man. And so what I've been trying to order, right? There is some LTS here, which that kind of makes sense a little bit to me. But I think what's really driving it for me is I wonder if it's doing like this round robin thing. Like you were the last, then I'm gonna come up next, then I'm gonna come up next, like that. I haven't figured that out yet. And then just looking at last time seen, this doesn't look like round robin at all. Like this 24 that came out was 517 days ago. I was over a year and a half. And it's some double. Y'all see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So I would have been tempted to play something 24 because a 24 came out here. But I think once I order this, like figure out how it's doing this, then I think I'll have it. I just wanted to share that that's what I'm working on.
Okay, cool.
Because again, I'm trying to win it every day.
Yeah.
Multiple times every day. That's how I'm looking at this.
Right. We finna win, Will. We finna win every day too. That's right.
Yeah. Did anybody else win this week or no?
I don't know this week.
No? It sounds like it. Okay. No worries. No pressure. No pressure. Let's see what else. Let me see how many times there's some bro. Let me pick it up here. Sum of 0 here. I mean, sum difference of 0. So far, only twice. And then 1 right here. I haven't been playing this one lately either. But for a midday, this one did come out. Sums minus times drawn. You'll see this is 34, this is 33. That happened 5 times already.
Oh, well, I haven't done that one in a while either.
5, 6, 7. This
Yep.
happened 7 times this month already.
Oh.
This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, 7.
Huh?
Wow. This one happened 1, 2,
Ready?
3, 4, 5,
Keep
6,
working.
7, 8, 9. Jesus
Call
Christ.
daddy?
Let me just do 5. Let me just put this right here. Where is it? It was, it's this guy. 5. 11 times. Even today.
Whoa. I
Jesus
forgot
Christ.
about this one, this strategy that you had.
Yeah. This one was a beast.
Damn.
Yeah. Let me see what that would have looked like. Over here. This month. So it would have been, I'll put this on 6 and 5. There's quite a few of them. It's quite a few of them. 105. There's no duplicates. It would have been this list is the winners. The winners are in here. So out of 105, there were 10 of these. Oh look, one of my winning numbers there too. Some of these I wouldn't even have played either. Like I would never have played a went of ones. So if I took this off, I took this off. Yeah, it's still like roughly 100, but they were in there 11 times. It was in there. One of my buddies was joking with me. He was like, "Yeah, but Will has like 87 strategies." It's like, man, if it's winning, if they're all, it's like whatever strategy is winning. That's I can't just say it's just one thing. And that's another thing. It's like it's hard to explain to people that we don't just focus on one data pattern. It's like what's the one that's going to give us the win consistently? That's the one we want, and then that's still no guarantee that it does it the next day. But I think I'm gonna like create a small class or something to explain this, because I think once you have confidence that this is happening, you could easily combo all this and just call it a day.
Yeah, exactly.
People have this hanging around, but once you're cash, it's up to that. Just go for it. Even if you did half of this, you know what I mean? Even if you did like I don't know if I've shown y'all this. Let me show it to you. Because some of y'all may not know what this is. I don't talk about it enough. So there is a pattern matcher to this. Let me share this screen. I don't talk about this enough at all. Y'all see my screen? Y'all see where it says pattern right here?
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all understand what this means? These are just the
No.
order of numbers. So if a number, we were just sort of talking about this, sort of funny enough. The order of the number matters because what you'll find is that some patterns happen more regularly than other ones.
What?
So if I said, go ahead. If I were to print these numbers out, like from low to high, like 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, 0, 0, 6, 8, 6, 6, 8, 2, 6, that to me is low to high. Well, if it doesn't come that way, it sort of orders it. See, this is A D E B C. A low to high would be A B C D E, and you have some of those over there like that. See this one? See how these numbers come out 22677, the same like you see over here.
Hello.
34588.
Hey girl.
One,
I
two,
called you by
two, four,
accident, but
five.
what you
You
doing
see how
anyway?
you still have A B C D E, A B C D E, A B C D E. Y'all see that?
Yes.
I'm gonna get
So
some grits and crab cakes. I think I'm
if
gonna
you
post
just
some about
said
them.
give me the top
I
patterns,
said I
right?
wanted some grits and crab cakes. I wonder how
Like
I'm
even
gonna
right
make
here, um, I'm just gonna do the top 10, the top
Ever
10
since that day
patterns.
we had them, girl, that first week, I think I had it like 3 times that week.
These damn Marylands, man.
Like I just kept eating it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the store.
You see, well, I'm trying to find one of the double ones
Maybe I'm
that would
trying
have
to
won, but y'all get my point. The ones that
make
here,
us
let
some
me put it
dinner
on.
now.
I do have it on doubles.
Like clean
The
my
ones where we were
process.
showing the doubles, I'm trying to
I hate when you know
like
how you start
isolate
cleaning one thing and
the
then you
mid,
move on
the
to
evening
something else,
wins,
and
but I
next
don't
thing
think
you know
there's
you
gonna
done
be
cleaned the
any in
whole
here.
project.
But to my point,
Yourself. I feel
if
like
you
that's what
know
I'm
you
doing
have
and
the
I'm
win,
trying
right?
not to.
This here, all you have to do is put in the top. I would even say you could use all of these because this is only 10. This is like playing 10 draws, right? This is like a draw or like a pattern that you would use as one of the numbers included. So if you played this straight, you could potentially get it with less numbers. I hope I'm explaining that right.
Oh, okay. Can you show us what that looks like at checkout?
Okay, so here's the top digits. I mean the top patterns, right? So if I come down here, you see these patterns over here?
Yes. Okay.
If I go back over here to my printer tool, right? You see it's 22.8 right here. But if I put this pattern in, now it's $273.
What? That's wild. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and all you're saying is, look, just give me the top patterns and I'm gonna play that.
Okay.
Right. So essentially, what you could do is play the full gambit if you know if you got it like that, and then you could turn around and play this
Yes.
as extra juice. You know what I mean? So that way you'll still potentially get a win if you run the full gambit, but then you can get super bucks off of this.
Right.
Coming this way.
Yeah, that is smart. Yeah. And the reason I say that, again, if I've lost before, I add something where I lost. This is when I was just playing Florida, and I remember it because the number, I think it was a number that had two digits in it. Instead of just playing every possible combination, which was something like 12 or something, I could have just played the top patterns that came out for that number. Let me see if I can explain that to y'all a little bit better. Here, let me come over.
Well, even if it's just conversation.
Here, I'm gonna share this screen here. Let me see if
it
makes sense to y'all.
Sometimes
So
three heads are better than one.
let me pick a winning number and let's see. I'm gonna pick this one. 02366, right? And you see it came out ACDBE.
I'm cracking up.
Right?
Okay.
Let me do a better one. Let me do this one. 12368. Right? You see it came out BCDAE right here, right? So if I put in 12368.
You what?
Again, y'all, if you have the tool, you can do this.
That's right.
It came out BCDAE. So if I put in a pattern of
that's that baby
BCDAE.
All right, girl.
Let me see how many times that happens.
So good. All right, I'll talk to you later, Mama.
I probably could have done it over on the other screen too. Here, let me
Hello.
take that out. I don't like that.
Yes,
Let me
someone
do it
is
right here. Wait, what did I say? B, C, D. Oh, one time. So that wouldn't have, that's a bad example. That wouldn't have worked. So this number has come out 62 times. This one wouldn't have worked out so well. And the pattern that it saw, like if I was to sort these, that wasn't the top pattern. This one wasn't the top pattern. This one was. But the last time that happened was in 2020. Y'all
But
see my screen?
that's good. That's the last time it happened. I mean, it's like more likely to happen now.
Yeah, but if you would have played that for some reason and with the strategy we were just talking about, it wouldn't have won.
Right.
It-
I'm talking about the way that it most game most often.
yeah, I've seen this work better in pick four. To tell you the truth, that's when I had the. I was like, damn, all I had to play was just the. Let me see. Let me do pick four, and let me put this on Florida if I can find what I'm telling y'all.
I looked at the package and it did say additional dollars, so it's something
So
additional.
1579. I'm just gonna pick 1579. The last time that happened was today for midday, and it was DBAC that came out. So let's say the I had one of the tools, and it gave me this winning number, whatever the strategy was, and I'm trying to narrow down the numbers because if I don't, I know to get this, it's gonna cost me $24 at least. See, 1579.
Yeah.
If I go up
I didn't think
here,
it was fair that
put it
it was
on
saying
pick
like this
four,
is the amount and then Papa stuff only $22.
1579, and I want the combo. See, it's gonna cost me $24. Now, here's what's funny. This tool here, this is supposed to tell me the top permutations in the past.
I couldn't decide which one I wanted to get, and the
Let's
kids
see if it's
just
doing it.
distracted to me.
It was supposed to just work for Florida. I don't know if it's working. Print permutations drawn in the past, 751. Let's see. So DBAC, let's look at the top pattern. Wait, where's my screen? Damn. Well, it did happen in Florida, but back in 1977. I mean, 1997.
Damn.
So, um, that would have taken a bit to get.
My grades are on
Um,
Saturday, so I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm actually in the middle of it, and
Yeah, that would have taken that wouldn't have been in the top patterns. These were the top patterns for just Florida so far. I probably should spend a little more time thinking about this too, because I think that's a real tool, man. Again, I was using it when I was using bet slips, but I think it's still powerful. Um, yeah, go get it and then just play this as a strategy. And y'all will see if I put it back on pick five. I don't know why I always keep going. I'm gonna get off pick five one of these days. Y'all will see there have been some A B C D E. I think I shared that this month. Just as it came. See this damn Maryland. But most recent this midday. Yeah. See? Exactly how it's in there. That's how it came out from low to high.
you go to the casino with computation. What's the difference?
Yeah. Y'all still with me? Y'all see what I'm doing?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So yeah, some of them come out exactly as you see them. The top one is actually it was just this one, and then these are the next top ones. If I did again, top 10
I don't fucking trust him. And he
in this
works.
damn Maryland. What is Maryland, man? Maryland trying to. I think Maryland is trying to give away money, man. If there was anybody on Maryland in this on this call, y'all would be like winning massively. Like, every time I look, there's something Maryland in here.
Yeah, you see the other day they stole my hit the other day.
Saw that, bro. I saw that. I saw that. I'm gonna just pull up into Maryland one day, and people gonna be like, "What just happened, man? One dude just getting all the bread over there." Yeah. So that's those are the things I think about, y'all. I'm like, how do I get into Germany, right? Because that's been crazy. How do we get into Maryland? Um, and then how to get this list smaller, but still winning daily. Small list, winning every day, damn near, so you can like bet higher.
And it hasn't happened, but yet
Smaller the list, more money you feel confident in winning. You could bet because you know your list is small. Anybody need me to go show this again? Like what we were talking about yesterday?
Yes.
How this
Yes.
about? All
You
right,
know
I'll
you
do
can
it.
take it from the top.
Yes.
Okay. Word, word. All right. So yesterday, right? This. I added this new tool here. All it does, it breaks the numbers down into their formats, like their whether they're a triad or a single digit. It looks at whatever this list of numbers is, and it just gives you that. So if I'm over here and I wanted to see, first of all, if all of these are checked, right, that means everything is there as it just came out. If I put this just on doubles, which is what we were talking about, every number you see that's going to show up is going to have a double in it. See, like these? Like, so if you ever just wanted to see the doubles, see how this has doubles here in the dyads, which is two? See how these have doubles in the triads? See, everything in there is a double. See, everything in here is a double. I thought that was useful. Everything in here is a double. If I wanted to see double doubles, well, there's nothing over here. There's nothing over here. There should be. Wait, hold on. Oh, this is on one date. Hold on. Let me put this on all days. All right, so now it should show double doubles. Why did that not show anything? Okay, this is why. It has to be 4 digits. So y'all see that, right?
Yeah.
These are all doubles isolated like that. And then this these are all double doubles too. Right? And then triples. Everything in here is so this was just one way of looking at this list without them all being jumbled together. So you could see what's going on, right? Like if you said, "Land, what are all just the triples?" So you could see better what was going on. So what we found was, and what I've been promoting the last hour is that if I go back to yesterday, because I asked, who got a win, and I showed, how I was thinking yesterday. This is what came out. This 667. So if anybody, like, if you had to explain the strategy in like less than 10 seconds, he gets midday. See that? He gets the midday draw, right? He figures out what's the top double digit in midday. In this particular case, it was 667. You see that here? It was 667. And then he plays nothing but 667s, and there was the evening draw, which was the win. So if I go back over here, Go back to RBTL. Y'all see me? I just clicked on that. Go back over to the 13. And I'll put this on pairs right now. I could put it on Sums 3PO, Sums 3DP, AP, but it's still the same thing. I mean, Sums 3PO. It's Sums 3.0. I mean, it's still the same thing. This would have been your midday play. This is what it would have come out. I'm not gonna use not set. I can. It's not. I'll put it in there. It's not gonna make a difference anyway whether I use it or not, because all it's gonna show is the Louisville. Not Louisville, Louisiana. God, freaking. But if I go over here and put in D, you see the top digit. So it's nothing that I just didn't show. I put that in over here, dedupe all of that. This is my list. So instead of dealing with hundreds of numbers, I'm just looking at all the doubles that have 667 in them. I exclude past winners. That's going to get rid of the two that had. It's going to get rid of this and this right there, right? And this would have been my list normally, which is enough because we already know this was the win. But what I was telling you is that had you done this, something like this, like 90 days or 60 days, something like that, this would have been your list of numbers. And the win was still in here. So you could have gone, this really could have been your play right here. There's this tab, put it back on, pick 5. Combo that out. This is what it would have cost. That's no cap. That's not even no exaggeration. That's not even me trying to like sensationalize how this could have come about. This is exactly what or how you should be thinking. Even if you didn't do this part right here, just this right here, just this part right here. Even if you didn't have this on 60 to get to 21, just this part here, right? And you go back over to this screen. This is how much it would have cost you to get the evening win. Those first 4, the winning number is in here. And I just showed you how you could use the pattern, narrow that down to $290.
Wow.
That's definitely a thing.
That's really cool. Still.
What did you click?
So this
Oh,
this screen here, yeah, is a pattern matcher. So without it, this is every possible combination of every number in here. Every possible combination. You won. You spent the 22,
right,
25, and you got 22,500. That's no cap. BAS is like, they won it. He gonna be on that, or she gonna be on that left side. Top wins for this month. That's a great feeling, by the way. Just so y'all know, you feel like you more than anybody said.
So how do you activate the pattern? You just click over there.
Here, so the pattern is just A B C D E, whatever. Like if I typed in A B C D E, this is 4 states, but one state it'll cost you $13.25, which is saying the pattern that you want is where all these digits are low to high.
Right.
Now, if I put in E D C B A, should bring that down. I have to put a comment in this or something. Look at me. It's thinking. Hold think it wasn't used to that. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let me refresh this. All right. Big five. Oh, wait. That's not it. This is the list of numbers. Right. $53. If I combo it, this is how much it'll cost. If I put in the patterns, and I think this was only, forget how many this is. Maybe it's two.
What?
Well, it's 290 numbers. I'm trying to see how many patterns it actually.
Right, but where did you just grab that from? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, if you want it, here, man. This is it. I'll put it in chat.
Oh, you just had it pasted already?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
You
okay.
got it from the game's results page.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering where you was getting the patterns from so quick. I'm like, what the hell?
So every pattern you see right there, it's not all of them, but it's. I think I pulled. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And so I'm sharing that to show you that you can reduce this list. I had it one time, man, where I had the winning number in there, and I played it great, and I just didn't have enough patterns, man, and I lost it. And I forget the strategy that I was using. But I was like, man, I can't do that again. That's why I've been playing box.
Yeah, that's high risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I said you could just use that as a, like I said, if you got it like that and you able to run the normal way, and then you pop this in just for, because you can.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that I've used that a couple times. And then so going back to the main screen where I was showing how we got that. The winning number was in here from yesterday. That's why I was like, I know somebody got this. But even if you didn't get that yesterday, these other top digits were in here too. So it's not, I mean, you could focus on the doubles and just do that. But these other ones, man, this was a win. This was a win. There were others in here. Like all these here were winners. Y'all see it right here. This one right here was for Louisiana, but this one came back with the. Here, I'll show it. To you. So 579, right? If I put this back on the 13th, this was yesterday. For anybody who's still trying to figure out what strategy is he talking about, right? 579 was a triad, but you see, midday, like I just showed you, evening win. Let me sort it. Maybe you need to see it that way. I don't know. Y'all see my screen? Midday, evening win.
Yeah, I see it.
579. So it's giving you, hey, I'm going to give you these top three digits that I think are going to come out again. It did. But the one that seems like it's fun, I think it was a lot of fun, was this one. Midday, evening win. And then we went backwards. And we said, whoa, did it do it yesterday? Not for the same number. Midday, evening win.
So how big was the list that if you just went with just the 579, how big was the list that produced?
What?
Because when I did sums yesterday and pairs, and neither one of those lists had the hit in it. So I was just like, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, it did, man. Pretty sure it did.
Oh, I got the list. I don't know. I don't know what I did. What maybe I input something. I don't know. But I did the sums.
Yo,
I
come
did
on, y'all, stop.
I did the top digits. But it is what it is. I mean, I ain't tripping. But
Yeah, that's why we go through it, man. That's why we go through it. So this would have been if you just did maybe try that, man. Do it individually by itself. This would have been the list.
Okay.
Blue patent winners. This would have been so. Just do them individually. I know the last time I showed, just pop them all in there. Do them individually, man. This one had two other hits in it. See, if I put all here, and this is 3D PAP. That's one of the reasons why we do 3 digits. So anything that has a 579 in it, all of these listed, man. Midday, evening win. Midday, midday, evening win. 579 is in here. You can see it right here where my mouse is. See the 579? 579 right here. This is Maryland, midday, right? And then you see the 579 here in Ohio. Plus it was a double. Yeah, it was in there. So if you had done this, like I'm saying again now, just do them individually. I could even put this in here. It doesn't matter. If I just did this right here, highlight all of this. This is your list. What was it, 2? If I take out we know it was a double that won. It was one of these. What was it, 22779 or something? Which one was it?
I don't know. I'm not looking right now, but yeah, I don't know. I think what I did was
You what?
I did even when I had it on pairs.
Here I come.
So of course, like I said at the time, I was using top digits.
Yeah.
And then so that was about, I don't know, maybe 5 triads, I believe, that popped in there. And then the sums, I used consecutive sums.
Mm-hmm. You use consecutive sums? Okay.
And then I think maybe what happened was, you know how you can do the plus or minus? I think that's what kind of threw it off.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, when was the appropriate time to use that?
That's actually a good question, man. So y'all have seen I've been tweaking the strategies like over the last couple months, man. We started out with pairs, then we started rocking with sums 3.0, and it seems like I'm telling you something a little different. I would even say yes to that. Instead of looking at the digits that are singles like this, 579, right? I'm saying do them individually. So if yesterday had we just done everything that was this would have been the list, something like this.
What?
Right? See, this is all midday. If I take this Louisiana off, because we can kind of know what that was. Actually, let me take this off, just to show you what the screen, a better look of the screen would have looked like. 3DPAP, right? Right? Dedupe. This is what the screen would have looked like, something like this, and you would be tempted. Oh, man, this is a lot of numbers to play. You know,
Yeah.
you wouldn't really be sure. So what I'm saying, don't don't do it exactly like that. The top ones, if you had just done this is manageable, and you would have won. Had you done this is manageable. You see, I'm just picking from the top. You would have won right here. This was the winning number
Damn.
yesterday. It was 2-2. What was it? I know it's in here because I just saw it was 255 something. I just saw it. I always have a hard time finding it when I'm looking for it. It was this one, 25579. That was the winner.
Sit down. Sit your ass down. Sit down. Down.
This also was a winner. Let me see. What it was. 789. Where was it? 789. So I take that back. No, that one was not a winner. That one was not. But this one was. This was the winner for that one. So I take that back. This one was not a winner, but this one was. And what I've been showing you the last couple times was just do this one. Because number one, it's always going to have a double in it. Number one. So you don't even have to worry about manipulating this over anymore. You're just dealing with doubles. And then remember I was showing you Friday. This is the same thing. It's going to be a different double number, but still going to be 3DPAP over here. The double number you wanted was this one. See, the winning number is in here. So if you don't hear anything else, I'm telling you, you can still use pairs. Just go with the double number. Like, I know we was even talking about include singles. And I actually got a win off some singles yesterday. I was following your advice, bro. But I think before this month is out, I want to show y'all a couple of those 22.5. I'm probably going to spend a little bit more to get it.
Okay.
But I think I need to take the lead in showing how do you get it.
Okay. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do it live or something too.
So, Will, you see that list of combos you have up there?
Where? Right here?
Yeah, right there. Is there any reason why you can't sort that list before you display it?
Yeah, I can sort it. I got a couple of tools that can sort this. Let me see. I think this tool will sort it. Sort it. Wait, let me see. Oh, that's every possible combination. This looks sorted here. No, that's not sorted. That's not sorted. This lower part.
I'm not saying sort them individually. I'm saying sort the whole list.
But the numbers low to high?
Yeah,
What?
or not individually, but
So
the
what?
entire
Mind
list.
your
That looks
business.
sorted, but back over here it doesn't look sorted.
Here, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. So if I'm on this screen here and I put this back on midday here, and I think we saw that the top digit was 667. Read that. Saying sort this from like low to high, or what do you think?
Like you see like 36467 below the 66007. Why couldn't
Yeah.
that come first? Why couldn't you sort the whole list?
Oh, okay. I could do that.
It's kind of hard to find the numbers because they're not sorted from low to high. The list.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Let me show you guys something, because there's a lot of redundancy in this tool here. I don't know if you guys have played around with this, but you know the top numbers right here, right? I put this on this, right? Digits was 667. Sorted. Wasn't that the list? Blue past winners.
Yeah, that looks sorted.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to use this is just the most basic. This was one of the first algos I created. This one and times drawn, the basic ones. It's always sorted. I could do the same thing here. See? Top digits, 667. Blue past winners. It's sorted, right?
Yep.
Everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I think again that's where we're going, y'all. I hope every week it feels like we gain a little more ground. I always feel like when I show y'all something, it's to get you a little bit further in number one, what's going on. I mean, I think there's some new folks here still, which is cool. But some of the folks who've been here, I think you'll start seeing like my sense of how I think the numbers come. And again, all we want is consistency. We if we didn't win yesterday, we win in today. We didn't win. We're gonna win more than anybody else.
Hell yeah.
Not even just rhetoric. It's just like for real, because we look at the data better than anybody else. And I think what I've heard on the call and even like individually when y'all hit me up, everyone it seems like, okay, what's going on? Like, why is it doing? Like, why didn't this number come out? Well, I think first of all, I think I can be a better teacher or instructor, and then two, once you really start seeing like the numbers are doing, that's why I think this part was helpful. Like looking at it like this, you see exactly what I'm talking about. He's taking the midday. He's taking the midday and he's looking at whatever the top three digits were. It's just 3D PAP all day. Give me every possible three-digit pair that has 667 in it. That's all I said. Give me every possible 5-digit number that has 667 in it. And then when I do that, there's the winning number. Y'all get it? He gets the midday. Then he tells this software, give me every possible digit that has 667 in it.
Yeah, this is great.
And the winning, and my belief is the winning number is going to be in there. And y'all have seen where we've done that over and over and over again.
Right. So on the days where there are multiple double or triads that has a double in it, right?
Yeah,
You
because that's
you
true.
still create the list individually for each set and then
Yeah.
just drop them all in together.
Exactly.
Because if you put them together on that other page, it creates
It'll
a
jump.
whole different type of number.
Yeah, that's true. Individually makes it easier to see. And then if you feel even, you know, look at the within days, and you'll see your winning number was probably within 60 days, and you can narrow down the list. That's the purpose of what I'm saying on the call. You can narrow it down even more. There's no way that even if you just, I'm gonna make a bet. I mean, maybe I even should record this. I'll pay anybody $1,000 if you prove to me that next week that a double number doesn't come out and it does this and this and the evening draw happen. Prove to me that that doesn't happen. Wait, I need to reduce that. There's a lot of people on this. $100. $100 to me that that doesn't
No, don't
happen
get
this week.
scared. Don't get scared.
No, I think you're onto something. I don't think
I-
anyone would be able to prove.
I
I
don't
mean,
think you.
And on your
Not-
business.
yeah, stand on your business, honey.
Yeah. It's happened. I think I showed y'all at least 7 times that it happened this month already, probably more. And if y'all inclined, back test it. Do the again, no smoke and mirrors. Do the exact same thing I just did. We saw it did it yesterday, the 12th. I showed y'all that. See, this is gonna clear. See? Midday, evening. And the evening that I'm talking about, the first four, right? Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, I always forget, DC.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I think this will be a really good strategy to get familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah, so anybody asking, tell him he takes the midday, he looks at the midday draw. Um, you can even amend it. Hey, he just looks at the trip doubles from the midday draw, the numbers that have a double in it, and he plays those over the first four draws evening. Ohio, DC, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the strategy. And then when you get confident that that keeps happening, you go call your rich uncle and like, yo, man, I got this thing. I just want to.
Will, you want to be my rich uncle? And
Oh my God, that would be. Oh my God. If I added another woman to my life, well,
I'm a massage therapist. I'll give you weekly massages. I'll win this. I'll come out, massage you, your wife.
like my wife hear me. No, but y'all got it. Y'all. I think y'all are gonna win. Hey, I think what I think too. I don't know how we would do this. Again, I need to get more control. I need to buy the convenience store, like I was saying, or just get control over the printer, the ticket. once I do, I was trying to figure out like how would I do that? Like, so let's say by March I have access to Maryland, like I can print tickets. How would y'all want to do
That
that?
would be a
Like,
dream. That would be amazing.
like would y'all pay the? 'Cause remember, the winning ticket is going to have to be a straight.
Okay.
The winning ticket. So maybe it's a good idea we're talking about. Okay,
Right.
so let's
You
say
saying we
this
could
was
pool in for the 2,500
exactly.
in order to win the. Well, it's not gonna be 22. It's gonna be.
It's going to be 50. It's going to be 50.
Right. Yeah.
Right. 50 sounds good. One person or maybe two people, but 10 people is like.
Huh? But okay, I got a quick question though. So, like, how you using the 667 as your example for today, right?
Right.
So, what's the difference? I mean, what make you pick that number versus I'm looking at the other wins for today. What make you pick 667 versus 544 or 556 or 665?
554. I think when I saw it yesterday, I think it was 667 was the only one that showed up.
Oh, I'm talking about today. Oh, I thought you was showing that for today. That's what I thought you was.
Yeah, the ones that came up for today was 266 and 366. Right? If I look at today, y'all see my screen?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, I think it was 266 and 366.
correct. It was.
This is what it would have been, right? I go to top digits, E, right? 3 like that, right?
So, yeah.
Did you wait? This it was 100, right? 98 when I do that, or 97 when I do that.
When
Yeah.
I looked at the screen.
Go ahead. What was the question?
No, your screen was on. It wasn't where it's supposed to be.
Oh,
It's
y'all
still
see
on.
my screen?
It's
I see
frozen.
it now. Oh, it's
No.
frozen?
Yeah, it's stuck on one place.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on. That is strange. Hold on. That's a good question. What if I do that? Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so 14. I think I'm gonna have to buy some more technology, fam, because I'm having more technical difficulties than I've ever had in a while, y'all. So I think I need to increase my spend on my hardware. So this is what we were talking about, right? So you got two numbers in here. Like, which ones would you choose? I would rock with both of these, man. Maybe 60 days.
Right. I was going off of. I thought that when you were showing the 667, I thought that you were referring to today, and that's what made me ask you that, because there is a 667
Right.
in today's wins, and so that's
Right,
why
I
when
did
you
see
kept
that.
showing 667, that's what I thought you were showing it for. I didn't know
Yeah.
you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, no, that was from yesterday. Now this is what it would look like for today if I was gonna do this. This is exactly what I would do, something like this.
And this is just on pairs. Okay.
Yeah, the doubles, the ones that have doubles in them. Yeah.
Hey, do anybody know the reason why all of the betting sites don't allow Maryland? Like what made them exclude Maryland? Do anybody know?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because it's all underground illegal gambling. So I'm just trying to figure out
Right.
what made them say, well, we ain't gonna mess with Maryland.
Right. That's a great question. I could even see if it has something to do with the DMV area, but you got DC, you got Virginia. That's a good question. You know what? I'm gonna go ask that and see if they can put Maryland on, man.
Man, I'm sure people been asking them for 20 years to put Maryland on there.
Probably right. You're probably right.
They got Puerto Rico, but they refuse to put Maryland. It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah, can you hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
it's there.
This is so weird.
No, we can't hear you.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah. I need to go buy some more hardware, y'all. This has happened way too repeatedly for me.
Yes.
Well, I had a quick question before, maybe. Would it make a difference, um, the double pairs, like you said, do them
Yes.
individually? Would it make a difference by it being 366 and 266 to do it separately, or just keep it
Yeah,
together,
just like
test their
compare
doubles?
them.
You can do it separately. I mean, add it up, I think it's still gonna be the same thing. Or you
Right.
could just
That's
do
what.
6 6, I think that would work too,
Okay.
if you wanted to. Yeah. Um, I think y'all need me to go over anything. I think that's what I wanted to show y'all. So I was thinking about this too. So y'all remember when we first started out, right? We were doing pairs, and we went to sums 3.0, and we kind of had this list of numbers, and the mindset always was, hey, we're gonna win, because sometimes you won't win because you won't have enough numbers in your list. Like if you expand it, you'll see even right here, right? If I share this here, if I took it off of, how can I say this? If I took it off, that's too many. I did something like this. Right. Y'all see how many numbers I have on my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like just this right here, right? If I put this over here on the printer, right? It's refreshing. It's gonna refresh here. Unless my wait a minute. Get off that. Y'all see my screen? I can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, at this low level, it's gonna cost you $342, and I think some of these are. I don't think any of these are triples, or no, not triples. Yeah, there are. Okay, I take that back. I was gonna say the 375 that you would win playing 25 cents would have given you your spin would have been $342. Your win would have been 375, but I take back that's not true. I need to do a better job of showing y'all the break even point, like where you don't lose. I'll probably do that on the next call. Like what is the max number or the minimum number that you could play where you're not gonna lose? Like you're gonna win, but you're not gonna like be ROI negative. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the minimum number that you can bet and still win but not lose your bet? I think I need to show that a little bit more because that's really how I think. Like, me just bet enough to win, and I don't feel like I lost anything. Y'all understand? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'll do that the next time.
Yeah, but see, like this right here, I mean, of course you would still win if this was like, you would still profit rather, but
right, exactly.
In order for it to mean something, you would have to do this for like the whole year.
Yeah.
To see like some, and it still wouldn't be like, what you getting, um, $35 a day. If you was to just do this and win every day, you get $35 a day. I mean,
I can't even. Even as you saying that, man, my spirit went down a little bit. I was like,
no, I ain't trying to kill your spirit, but I'm just saying, because listen, look, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it and make it positive. So even $35 extra per day would be way more than what you would get if you had that $342 in any bank account in America.
That's true. That's a great spin on that, man.
In a year.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
That ain't what we trying to do.
I feel you. That's a great correction, man. And I wasn't getting down on the statement. In my mind, I kept thinking, like, if I was just only making $35 a day, but I was like, Jesus Christ. Like I was like, I don't even know how to think like that. I feel like if I was, I'm like what? See, I can't. My brain can't think like that anymore. I'm now trying to think in like what year was that? I don't. I'm off of that. I can't even think like that. My brain won't allow me to think like that. But no, that's not to disparage anybody else. It's just like I just think like you need to be around people who talk about money and how to get it a little um, more aggressively than what we probably know. Uh, I don't even know another way of putting that other than how I just said it. Like if you're talking to people who are afraid of money, who think getting money is like really hard, who always talking like by money, like you probably hear them like, man, I'm broke, or like, man, or even people who go out and try to go steal money or like rob somebody else for money. I'm like, God, man, like, can we just reach these people? Because I'm not even talking about lottery. I'm talking about there are so many ways you could do it. And I don't think the people who know are sharing that information enough. Of course, you got the scammers out there. You always got to be wary of them. But it is not that hard, y'all. I am serious. It is not that hard. Like even I think I told y'all last week. Someone I read something that said something about Bill Gates' daughter marrying somebody who wasn't poor, and poor was just somebody who doesn't know how to develop a skill. That's what poor was.
Right.
It wasn't how much money you had in your pocket at the time. He just said if you don't know how to learn something, then you're poor. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I've ever been in a place where I wasn't able to learn something. Even if it's something that I just don't know, like right out the gate, I'm humble enough to like, hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain that again to me? I'm humble enough even to say that, especially if I see somebody making bread. Like I just ran into a guy, he's kind of like a peer, and he was telling me something about government. Like so here's I'm gonna share. So I don't know if y'all know, but I'm prior service, right? And this person was telling me about disabilities, right? And the way he explained it was, it wasn't like you were how did he explain it? He said it in a way like if you had medical records, which I do, he said they review your medical records as a way of saying, okay, this is what you experienced, even though you didn't really think you had this issue. You know what I mean? It's almost like saying,
Right.
like I don't look to make myself be physically or mentally ill.
Right.
But some of us are walking around with stuff that we just managing because we don't know no better. You know what I mean? And he put it like that, and he said, "Well, if when they start asking you questions and they look at your medical file, and I had one. I had like some knee problems. He said they look at that, and if you qualify, you get disability. I didn't know that at all.
Yes.
At all.
I know some people that's younger than us that have 100% full disability from the Army right now.
Right. And because 100%. I served, it's not like I'm trying to scam. Like I really was. I really did serve. I am a veteran.
Right.
So he wasn't telling me anything where I'm trying to get over on anybody. It was like, man, you don't know what's available to you because you just don't know.
Right.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. But if you're open, and because when I met him, I was like, hey man, how you doing? You know, we were kind of like watching football and everything. And then he just started explaining to me like, man, you didn't know this? And then he started, and so I kind of went into my normal, like acting like sometimes I do know something. And he said, man, hold on, listen to me for a minute. And then he just explained it. And I was like, damn, how did I not know that? I think for a lot of people, that's all it is. Like there's things that you just don't know because you don't know. So even with anything with money, y'all, I'm telling you, first of all, you gotta get around the people who are doing it, and you'll see that they will tell you. Now I don't know exactly what I might have to, because I always believe there should be fair exchange. You know what I mean? But he seemed cool enough, and I mean, we'll see. I'll let y'all know how it goes. I'm just saying, like, if you give enough, and I really do think that I do that. I told y'all about that too. That's like one of my mantras. I think resources, everything you need in the world finds you if you give enough. Like if you go out in the world and you're like, man, I'm gonna be, a person of service. I just think the way the world works, you're gonna be stood up anyway. Like I don't know no tree that's never been taken care of is as long as it's just been a tree. Like you think of, I think I've said this before. Trees provide shelter, they provide fruit. Like if you think about everything that a tree does, it's selfless. Its whole life, it's selfless. That's why they live to be like hundreds of years old. Like their whole thing is like, hey, I'm just gonna help you breathe. I'm gonna give you fruit if I need it. Um, you know, I always think about that. Like the creatures that live the longest, what do they do? What do they do? And they don't say a whole lot either. These are some of the quietest living things on the planet. I mean, y'all know that. It's just like the things that live a long time. What are they doing? Because if you live in a long time and you're not stressed out and you like, what are they doing? That's the kind of thing that I always be like, man, what can I do so I can do that too? That's how I think. So
Yeah, that's a good way to be. Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, man. If y'all know anybody who's thinking like go rob somebody, that is like the dumbest thing in the world. There is so much money out here, y'all. I'm telling you, it's just about learning some new skills. And even if, let's say,
We can't hear you, Will. We can't hear you. Mic check, mic check. Anybody else can't hear Will, or is it just me?
I can't hear neither.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can't hear you, Will. Reset.
Right. Information.
Yeah, if he having a internet issue, those issues about to be a thing of the past
Yes.
in the next year. Well, in the next year, I'm gonna give it a year. We got Starlink is merging with other internet providers, so
Oh.
it's gonna be full internet at all times, never go down. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he rebooting or something.